Thank you very much indeed for joining us. It's not only about drinking water, is it? There's all sorts of industries like semiconductors, semiconductor plants that need water. And so the growth in water purification is huge as well.
That's absolutely correct. As a matter of fact, it's the quality of water that is of paramount importance that even supersedes the issues of availability, although availability is somewhat of a crisis for many parts of the world as well.
Now, how strong do you think that the current fundamentals are in the industry, and how much are they affected by the current market volatility that we've seen?
Well, you've got two things. The conditions of the industry are very strong indeed, although they have been depressed a bit by the global recession. But in terms of the economic issues and the volatility in the stock markets, it's affected the prices of the stocks of the companies, but it has not impacted the company's operating performance. As a matter of fact, in the main, most of these companies are selling at valuations that approach the all-time lows, and yet their prospects for growth are undiminished.
So with the current concerns over the US economy and the possibility of a double-dip recession even, is this a good time for investors who would like to try and get into the water market?
Well, I'd answer it in one word, and that is absolutely. I think it's an extraordinary time for a variety of reasons, not the least of which is just the depressed pricing of equities. But the more important factor that supersedes even that is the fact that you need water for all aspects of life. There is not a product that is grown, there is not a product that is produced that doesn't require water for its application and processing. And for areas such as medical, food processing, electronics, generation of power, you need very highly purified water besides. So it is contributing to both a robust business environment and explosive growth for the companies that can provide the solutions to these requirements, as well as who can mitigate the impact of what is certainly going to be sharply higher prices for water over the next few years.
Now, are there any specific companies in which you expect to see particularly good growth that investors should be looking at?
Well, I'm not making investment recommendations, but I'll mention a couple that I think are attractive. For example, one of the booming areas and one of the areas that will see an explosion of activity over the next few years will be energy recovery, ticker symbol ERII, which manufactures, among other things, systems that significantly reduce the amount of energy that is consumed when you're making desalinated water, with the energy being a component of considerable cost. That's just by way of an example of where you have great opportunities. You know, the companies manufacturing purification equipment for both home use for manufacturing are very attractive, and you have companies such as a Watts Industries, and there are a number of other companies out there.
Okay, Neil, we'll have to leave it there. Neil Berlant, thank you very much indeed.